depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a look at Pikachu VMAX. You see, I've gone on record as saying that I think Pikachu VMAX is a pretty gosh darned good card. We'll talk more about the card later and what it does and why I think it's pretty good, but I've gone on record as saying, I made a video about it, I'll link the video in the description. I have gone on record as saying that I am fairly sure that Pikachu VMAX is a really good card. But you see, that's not necessarily the story that we need to tell today. Today it is all about Pikachu VMAX, and I know they might be looking rather similar, but there is a rather large difference between them. You see, there are two images on the screen at the moment. One of them is of Pikachu VMAX, and one of them is of Pikachu VMAX that wants to give you a big cuddle. Isn't that lovely? But you see, the difference, ladies and gentlemen, is that one of those is just the regular card that comes in Astonishing Volt Tackle over in Japan, and one of those is a promo which is starting to absolutely balloon in price. So what actually happened? Well, you see, there's been a bit of a campaign running over in Japan lately. And essentially, if you go to certain participating stores and you buy yourself 6 packs of Astonishing Volt Tackle, you get yourself a lovely promo pack. And there are 3 regular Pikachu in there. There is an alternate art Pikachu V, and there is an alternate art Pikachu VMAX. And I love the alternate art Pikachu VMAX, clearly looking to give you a big old cuddle. Here's the thing though. This image from UPoke48 over on Twitter has shown that they bought, I want to say 65 packs. That's what they've said anyway. And of those 65 packs, although bear in mind that is 65 promo packs, if you've got to buy 5 packs of cards in order to get yourself a promo pack, you're actually talking more in the range of 325 packs of cards. And they pull themselves 1 VMAX. We've got 7 Pikachu V, loads of all the others. You'll notice there's 1 holo and 2 non-holo, and 1 of the VMAX. So it's not the fact that this is a promo card, although that's certainly part of it. And it's not the fact that this has got significantly better artwork than the other one. I'll fight you in the comments on that one. Sorry, but he wants to give you a big old cuddle. It's so much better. It is because the inclusion rate, the amount of these being given out per 100 packs of these promo packs, is just absolutely tiny. Now, the only information I've got is this one person over on Twitter. That does not give us anywhere near an accurate estimation of how rare these actually are. Just because they bought 65 and got 1 does not mean you have a 1 in 65 chance of getting the VMAX. And this is the kind of information which Pokemon aren't going to publish. And if they were going to publish, it would be on their official website on the announcement article, and it's not in the announcement article. So I think it's fair to say that unfortunately we're never going to know. Maybe if we got everyone that got all these packs together and we pulled all of our data, maybe, but clearly that's not happening, so we need to get on with our lives. So what we've got here is a promo card. Oh, and actually I should mention here, the run of this promo was from August the 14th to September the 17th of this year. That is to say, it finished 3 days ago. So this Pikachu is no longer being given out. So I'm going to give you some prices in a moment. But please bear in mind that this card is only going to get more rare and more sought after from here on in. It's not like the market is going to get flooded with new copies of this Pikachu VMAX and all of a sudden the price is going to plummet and everyone paying over the odds is going to look dumb. No, ladies and gentlemen, this card is only going to get rarer and more exclusive as time goes by. Now, in terms of a rough price, there is a Japanese card shop over on Twitter, DS Sanamiya, apologies for the pronunciation, that is currently buying for 10,000 yen. Now, we talk about buy prices on this channel quite a bit, purely because it's easier to find these over on YouTube. And 10,000 yen, you're talking about $96.74. But the thing is, this is a buy price. This is the price the shop is willing to give you for your Pikachu VMAX. This isn't the price they're going to be selling it for. They are going to be selling it for a decent markup on top of that. I would imagine somewhere in the region of kind of 13 to 15,000 yen. Although, let's be clear, I don't know that is a prediction. That's based on kind of a 1/3 to 1/2 markup, which is about right usually. So this is a very, very expensive card. People are paying over the odds for it. The lovely Tunu over on Twitter has gone and shared with us some prices here, and there has been some fluctuation. Sorry to all the people that sold for under 10,000 yen, but there is one up there for 12,222 yen which sold, so you're talking about $117 and about £90. And this is the early days. This is early days of this card actually making it out into the wild and selling. I think it is absolutely perfectly reasonable to assume this is only going to go up. Here's a picture from one store that is selling them for 11,800 yen, which means you're rocking about $113 or £87. My point here is that this is a card which is already commanding a very high price. And if you look at all the factors around it, the fact that it's a Pikachu matters. People like Pikachu. Pikachu is one of the most popular Pokemon around. Now, Pikachu hasn't always commanded quite the price of something like a Charizard card. But let's make no mistake about it, Pikachu is phenomenally popular, and that is always going to help. The fact that it was a limited run promo, the fact that run is now over, the fact that the pull rate for the Pikachu in those packs was so gosh darn low, and then there's the fact that it might be quite a playable card. Now, in terms of how playable it is, I think we have to wait a little bit, because you see, although tournaments are starting up again in Japan, they are starting up kind of slowly, kind of small. It is hard to get too much data on exactly what's doing well over there. But the fact of the matter is, I think this looks like a very good card. Now, translation here is from the lovely Joe over at Cerebi.net and the lovely Antoine Boulet. I'm sure you could have figured that one out by yourself for now. And what we've essentially got is a rather beefy Pokemon. That is to say, it's got 310 HP. And we've got a single attack for free lightning energy that does 120 damage base. But you may, if you so wish, discard all energy attached to Pikachu VMAX and then go ahead and do 270 damage. Which the eagle-eyed among you might know is actually the exact amount of damage that Eternatus VMAX does. Now, Eternatus VMAX has the extra bench space. It can have 8 bench Pokemon with it, and that is a huge advantage because you get extra Pokemon, extra tricks, etc. Don't sleep on just the extra bench space Eternatus gives you as being an awesome thing. But they both do 270 damage, although to be fair, part of that extra bench space is going to be used for Galarian Zigzagoon, and we had that super weird Devolution Spray Z ruling, I'll link it in the description, which allows you to kind of heal Eternatus, and it gets weird, alright? But there is a weird Devolution Spray Z ruling that does give Eternatus a massive, massive advantage. It basically lets you devolve it, and then if it's the only Eternatus VMAX, you lose the ability, and then you discard the damaged one and don't actually end up giving up free prizes, and it's kind of awesome. So maybe Eternatus still just about pips it, but the fact of the matter is, Eternatus needs 8 bench Pokemon and 2 energy on. Pikachu just needs 3 energy on. And Pikachu and Zekrom will accelerate energy, and Tapu Koko Prism Star will accelerate energy, and that new Electrode will accelerate energy. You knock it out and then accelerate 2 energy from your deck. Yes, you're giving up a prize, but if you're using 2 and 3 prize Pokemon, you can manipulate this so it doesn't actually end up being particularly bad at all. And my point is here, I think Pikachu VMAX has got a real chance of being a really good card. And then we end up in this weird situation where, what are we actually coveting? Do we want the Pikachu VMAX giving you a hug, the promo, or do we want the Rainbow Rare? Because the Hugging Promo, which is what I'm going to be referring to it as from now on, is going to be the rarer, more expensive card, but people love the Rainbow Rares. It's going to be fun finding out, although this will command a higher price. Just depends what people like more. As for getting this card outside of Japan, we probably will get it. We do tend to get these alternate art promos, and the fact of the matter is, it's not going to be that rare and expensive over here. It's actually probably going to end up being some random promo chucked in a pack or a set somewhere that just does not command a particularly high price at all. Which is kind of fun. It certainly would be a very Pokemon thing to do, to just give us a tin or a box or something, probably a box, with the alternate art promos of the V and VMAX in at some point. Maybe it ends up remaining a Japan exclusive, but I mean, goodness, if the Rainbow Red Charizard didn't end up being an exclusive at this stage, why would the alternate art Pikachu VMAX? It's a weird kind of card, and I'm giving you prices today based on the information that we've got today. But let's be perfectly clear about this. This card is only going to go up in value. This is, and I can't say for certain, we don't know, but this has the potential to be one of those real chase cards. This could be one of those cards that ends up just fetching silly numbers. And again, we don't know. We don't know how many of these promo packs were given out. We don't know exactly how many of these Pikachu are out there. There is a chance that actually these packs were given out like candy all over Japan, and that there are way more of these Pikachu VMAX than we think, and the price does end up, let's say, topping out quite low. I just don't think that's going to happen. This strikes me as one of those cards which is going to end up becoming almost legendary. For anyone's wondering about the price of the regular Pikachu VMAX, well, here's another Japanese shop, and the buy price is 400 yen. Now, for anyone that's wondering, 400 yen comes in at about $3.83 or £2.96. That is, shall we say, rather exceptionally low. If you want that as a nice percentage of 10,000, because why not, it is 4%. Yep. That is not much. I mean, even the Rainbow Rare is only actually being bought at the moment for 3,200 yen. That's about a third as much. Put simply, ladies and gentlemen, this is a kind of redonkulous price. So there we go. That's everything you need to know about Pikachu VMAX and why this promo is commanding quite the price it is. But at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. Do you love this card? Are you going to want to be trying to pick up this card one day? Or is it a bit too rich for your blood? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.